Hello, boys and girls. This is Mrs. Stone, and today this is your writing lesson. We did not have time to get to this in class on Tuesday, so I wanted to make sure that I show you how I want this done. So you're going to need page 3, which is the form of what the letter is going to look like. And you're going to need your page 4 and the page 4 that I made for Penelope and Percy's charity thing. So if you can gather all of that around before you start this video, then after you get it, start the video and we're going to see if we can talk our way through this. If I happen to go long, make sure you look for a part 2 so that you can finish this. All right. First thing on my page 4, this is what I started out with. I started out with an introduction, and if you'll notice, Penelope and Percy's Home for Wayward Pigs. Introduction is just going to be like an introduction to your narrative or to your research paper or whatever we're doing. It kind of leads you into and gives you information about what is coming up. So I need to make sure that I state my charity, all right, in the introductory sentence, and I need to put the reasons why. On your form, you're supposed to have 2 reasons. And so my 2 reasons were provide food and shelter, and the other reason was finding a job. So if you read my introductory sentence or my little couple of sentences there, it says Penelope and Percy's Home for Wayward Pigs is a pretty perfect place to give all of our prized donations because they provide food and shelter. There's reason 1 for homeless pigs. After solving their basic need of home and food, this charity goes even farther by helping those precious pigs find a job. There's reason number 2. Your introductory to your letter has to have both of your reasons on why we should give our hard-earned collected coins to your charity. All right, so that's my introductory sentence. It's 2 sentences long. We're going to set that apart, and I'm going to show you in the format of the letter in just a second. But I wanted to go ahead and touch on my page 4 and what it looks like. That you copied it off. You already ran a copy. So what I basically did is I just typed up the form that you downloaded on page 4. I just typed everything up. So I have my reasons, and if you'll notice, I went ahead on my form and wrote complete sentences because now all I'm going to have to do is basically take my page 4 and transfer it straight over to this letter, and you're going to see how easy that is. All right, and so then I ended it with restating of my introduction, okay? And then I put my golden brick in my closing. So let's see how this all works out. This is what I've already given you, okay? If you don't have your page 4 completed, you have plenty of time. You have today, you have Thursday, you even have Monday to get this all done. But I'm telling you, if you do page 4, it's going to help you write your letter. Now, so if you look on your page 3, okay, this is the letter format. Your page 3 just happens to have lines on it so that you can write on the lines. Okay, so I'm going to show you what I want you to do. So these are the different parts of your letter. So the very first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with the greeting. Now, dear friends, dear classmates, however you want to say it, that's how you're going to stay, be friendly, be kind. Remember, you're trying to get them to your side of thinking, and so you want to be nice and call them a nice name in the very beginning. So what I did is I started off with dear friends, and then all I did is I took my introduction from my page 4 and put it in the letter. So it says, Penelope and Percy's Home for Wayward Pigs is a pretty perfect place to give all of our prized donations because they provide food and shelter for homeless pigs. After solving their basic need of a home and food, this charity goes even farther by helping those precious pigs find a job. So I took that introduction, made it first. Now I'm going to skip to the body of my letter, and this is where I'm going to state my 2 main reasons and support it. So what I did is I went ahead and just took what I had on page 4 and stuck it into this letter. I put transitions in there and different things, but basically what I had on page 4, I just moved it to this letter. So the body of my letter, okay, so I'm going to give my 2 reasons and the details. So it says wayward homeless pigs is a gigantic problem in our community. One of the fantastic services that Penelope and Percy provide is the basic animal needs for a safe place to live and a full tummy. That is basically restating, if you look back on my thing, okay, if you look back on my form, reason 1, provide food and shelter. So I basically worded it to what it's talking about. Now I'm going to take the detail 1 and detail 2 that I have under reason 1, and I'm going to support it. Local farmers donate corn and slop that provide 3 balanced meals a day to our little porkers. The home's pens are clean with hay and have temperature control and mud warmers to keep those cute little piggies nice and cozy. All right. Now, this next purple sentence has a transition in it. I'm going to move it along, okay? And it's going to say, once their client's basic needs are met, okay? That should have an apostrophe in it, but I'll fix that. You can fix that during editing and proofreading. The word clients needs an apostrophe. But once their client's basic needs are met, I just took you a restated reason 1, just right there. Job training for all pigs is required to stay at the home. There's reason 2. All right. Trained professionals help the pigs write their resumes, and these professionals support the pigs with their long job search no matter how long it takes. Penelope and Percy also call upon past clients that have worked in the circus to come and show the pigs how to perform or behave at the popular petting zoos. All right. So those are the supporting details for my reason number 2. I've basically taken page 4 and turned it into my letter. That's the body. So your reason 1, your reason 2 with all the details is going to go into that middle paragraph. All right, if you'll notice, a good paragraph for 4th grade has 7 sentences. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exactly 7. Now, these 7 sentences are nice, juicy sentences, long sentences. They're not choppy. Okay, they're nice, good developed sentences, and I have 7 of them. All right, now that I'm done with the main body, which contains my 2 reasons and my details, I'm going to move on to the conclusion. If you'll notice, I separated the introduction and the conclusion with spaces, okay? So I've got basically a little, the first paragraph is short, it's just my intro, then the body is bigger, and then my conclusion is going to be short again. So I end with, once one of our beloved favorite characters, Babe, from Charlotte's Web, was once a poor wandering pig. Babe once said, I don't know where I would be without Penelope and Percy's help. They literally saved my life and prevented me from becoming a pulled pork dinner. I will always be grateful for their kindness. Please consider Penelope and Percy's Home for Wayward Pigs for our class donation. Now, I see kind of a mistake that I wish I would have fixed, but I could do this in my editing before I stop. What I would think that you need to do is you may need to restate the 2 main reasons, okay? You could say, please consider Penelope and Percy's Home for Wayward Pigs because they provide a pig's basic needs and they help find jobs. You could restate it like that. I would maybe develop it a little bit more and then go into thank you for your donations and stuff. So I think I would probably go back and edit that last paragraph to include the 2 main reasons and just restate it. And then you also want to end with something very kind and considerate. Thank you for your considerations, and then sign it. So I wanted to show you how to take page 4 and turn it into a letter. If you have not done page 4 yet, or you are struggling with it, okay, this is basically on page 4, you're going to write your sentences down, and then on page 3, you're just going to kind of put them together. And you have that packet in front of your writing section that has all of those nifty words and transitions and all those kinds of things in it. So you can use it to help you make your letter more interesting. All right. We should have a good start. All right. Remember, I'm not going to be at school on Friday, but we should have a really good start on what your letter should look like. Remember that you need to turn in all of your rough drafts, your note cards with your research on it, your typed copy of your letter. All of this is going to be due on Tuesday. All right. So I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you when I come back to school.